School for Andy's going to be very different this year. He's moved into his school's equivalent of sixth form. Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog.
That one oak.
Oh, what are you showing me?
A diesel Lucy one oak for Junior.
Oh my word, he is watching, this wasn't why I turned the camera on, but he is watching a Diesel Juicy video, which is his person who does lifts and stuff that he likes to watch on YouTube. So he's watching the video there, and on there, he's found the place where the video is set on Google Earth. And he's got the same background that they've got in the video he's looking at on his laptop because he's gone and found it in reality. I have never seen him do that before. That is awesome. That's not why I turned the camera on. I was going to be telling you that today is a lazy day. Today is going to be a lazy weekend, or this weekend will be a lazy weekend. Andy, I got up at 10 o'clock. So did Anna. We both got up at 10 o'clock. Andy wasn't up for a huge amount of time before us either. We heard him plodding around and started to get up. But we've all had it's been a busy week at the end of a busy summer. I know some people are going to get their tiny violins out with their sympathy here. This isn't really about us though, it's more about him. He's been back at school 3 days, he's had 3 very good days at school, and looking ahead at upcoming weekends, we've got a lot on for the next few weeks as well. So we did a lot over the summer. We obviously went to Bournemouth, we went to Legoland, we went to Belgium, we went to goodness knows how many other places, Skegness. We've done a lot over the summer. He's not had as much time at home as he normally would have. Next weekend, he's going to be at Respite all weekend. The weekend after, we're at Centre Parks all weekend. It's busy, busy, busy. Yeah, we're going to Centre Parks soon. You can go swimming.
Yeah.
Excellent. We can do some jumping, yes, lots of jumping. So we just figured today, and in fact this weekend, we're probably not even going to leave the house. We're just going to have a lazy time, let him do what he wants. He spent a lot of this morning up in his bedroom just chilling out. He's now watching some YouTube videos, just chilling out. Yeah, he watched Bruce's Price is Right on Challenge, and we're just kind of working around him. We're not watching any more Challenge now. No. Not now.
You can later when I go upstairs and clean the room.
So we're kind of just pottering around, keeping ourselves busy, which of course doesn't make for a very interesting vlog. So what we're going to do, what I've decided we're going to do for today's vlog, is over the course of the day, I'm going to keep checking in with you, just to let you know what we're doing, but more importantly, every time we check in, I'm going to have picked out a comment from the last week or so for one of our videos that is a question or looking for some clarification or just a really cool comment, and answer the question or thank the person for the comment or whatever it might be. So I'm going to sit down and go through the last week or so's comments. I go through them as they come in anyway, but I haven't saved them anywhere. But we're going to be replying to some comments or responding to some comments on today's video. Hope that's okay. I hope you weren't expecting a big action-packed going out stuff. If you were, there's 6 weeks of that you can just watch, and there's plenty more coming. Today is all about him sitting in that chair and me finding things to talk to you about. Well, less than half an hour has passed and somebody has changed his mind and decided that tomorrow we're going to Cambridge. You spent
swimming home.
Well, we're going to be sleeping at Centre Parks when we go there. I've updated his board, so it's now got Respite and Centre Parks on. Yeah, we'll be sleeping at Centre Parks. We're going there for 2 sleeps. Oh, I'm not supposed to say sleeps, I'm supposed to say days. I need to work on that. We need to figure out a way to describe Centre Parks, because Centre Parks is going to be very different from how our previous trips have been. We've got dinner booked for like 6 o'clock on the Sunday when we're coming home. So we are there all day, and we've got activities booked already for all day on the Sunday. So we need to...
Because when he goes to Haven, when you pick him up in the morning...
Not always though, like when he goes to school from it. We need to do a proper schedule. In fact, we can. The people we're working with at Centre Parks have been really helpful and have kind of already set us out an agenda, so we can put through an agenda for him so he can see exactly what he's doing at when, so he knows what time we're swimming, what time we're doing archery, what time we're going for dinner. So it will all be on there. But yeah, I need to stop myself from talking in terms of sleeps.
There's a blackboard in the room, isn't there?
There is a big blackboard in the room that we can write that on, but we need to do it before we go as well, so that he knows before we get there how long we're going for. But yeah, we're going to Cambridge tomorrow. He spent the last half an hour looking at Cambridge. Yes, we're going to Cambridge on Sunday.
In the afternoon.
He wants to go and see a church. He wants to take us for barbecue food, which I assume means he's paying. He then wants to go to McDonald's and wants to come home.
Tesco.
So, oh, and Tesco.
Tesco Cambridge.
You want to go to Tesco in Cambridge?
Yeah.
Because we went last time. But we've got 40 bags of crisps. We don't need to go to... He wants to do the same trip we did about 2 months ago.
When it's cooler.
Yeah. We swore we'd never go back to Cambridge on a Sunday because it's so touristy. We're going back to Cambridge on a Sunday tomorrow. We are much later in the day now. As you can see by the fact it's super dark in here. The light in this room, rubbish. We have this problem every winter. Every winter I threaten to get studio lights in here, and as you can hear from Anna, every winter she goes, no. So whenever I record in here in the evening in the winter, this is what it's going to be. Dark Kev. Because it's so dark. But I have finally got some of these comments from earlier in the week. I know I said I was going to scatter it throughout the day, but then the day kind of got away from me a little bit, as it does whenever I have a lazy day. As soon as we found out we were supposed to be going, well, as soon as we found out we were going to Cambridge tomorrow, and Andy decided we were going, the stuff that I was going to spread out casually throughout the weekend, I then had to cram into an afternoon, so I made my GeoGuessr video. I got a couple of other bits sorted. So worry not, those of you who enjoy lollujo too, GeoGuessr Sundays, still happening an hour after this video over on my multi-gaming channel. But let's have a look at some of these comments, and we're going to charge through a few of these. So this one is from Charlie. This is to do with when we were at my dad's house last weekend and Andy was sick. So Charlie said, this could be a new behaviour and he's learning new avoidance techniques. Maybe he's learnt to force vomit and knows it will mean he'll go home. I disagree. I don't think that's what was happening at all. It's not that the vomit thing is new. It's that it hasn't happened for a few years. I don't think he's deliberately vomiting. I think wanting to go home is part of what caused it to happen. He didn't really want to be there, but then the fruit shoot was wrong. It was weird. It was off. So yeah, it was more response to he's going back to school in a couple of days. He didn't really want to be there, and then that was the icing on the cake to push him over the edge. Gave him a migraine. The migraine made him vomit, and then when he came home, he was fine. So I think that's actually what happened. That unknown YouTuber says, I'm new to the channel. Does Andy and the girls have a different mum and same dad? No. I am the girls' dad. So I'm Lucy and Amy's dad. Anna is Andy's mum. There were other humans involved in that at various points in the past, but they are no longer involved. It is me and Anna with the three of them. Mad Monkey Forever says, have you tried coconut oil with Andy's eczema? I have a skin condition which flares up now and again, and when I have a flare I put coconut oil on it and it calms it right down. We have used coconut oil with him from time to time, haven't we? Anna's nodding in the background. And it's fine for like maintenance, but when he has a proper flare up, it doesn't seem to do the job like proper cream. So yeah, we have to get proper cream when it gets really bad. But coconut oil, both me and Andy use it for just general day-to-day skin, dry skin type stuff. I rub it onto my elbows and onto my shins because they're the areas of me that dry out. Anna's laughing in the background. Why are you laughing?
Because you don't put it on at all.
I do? Oh yeah, Anna's making the point that I don't actually apply it to myself because I'm a giant baby and she does it for me. Squidgy Jewel, I'm just putting this one in because it was cool. Hi random person, hope you have a great day. So there you go, hope you're having a good day from Squidgy Jewel. Priscilla Rushing says, been watching through Andy's Eyes videos, I love watching them, he sees things most of us don't. Actually, his recent videos, if you haven't been watching his channel recently, they are getting really good with proper intros. There was the one where we were in Boston. The video literally starts with him running, so he turns the camera on while he's running, but he's still doing an intro to the video.
It's here at Boston Station Level Crossing. Come on, get it.
So he's kind of running along saying, welcome to Boston, we're going to the level crossing, and you can see shaky cam as he's going. And it was, I mean, I couldn't have edited together a better hot open to a video than that. It was really, really cool. So he certainly has gone up a level with his video quality over the last year or so, definitely. If you haven't checked him out since then, go check him out. The link is down in the description as usual. And last one for now, I'll do some more a little bit later on in some proper light because the lack of light is breaking my mind. This is from Lucas Power, who says, could we ask the school to make potato waffles in the toaster for Andy? We could, we don't, because we've tried doing them like that at home before. I mean, it's the first thing people always say when we say they can't cook waffles for him. The response is always, you can do them in the toaster. In fact, Shortstay told us that years ago, didn't he? Again, Anna is nodding in the background. That was Shortstay's idea. So we tried doing it, and Andy just won't eat them if they're done in the toaster. They have to be done perfectly Andy's way. 180 degrees in the oven, 15 minutes if the oven was cold, 13 minutes in a preheated oven. If they're any more than that, if they start to brown at all, he won't eat them. But also, if they're not hot, he won't eat them. So he basically just wants them hot and soft, and then he'll eat them. But because he has 4 but only has them 2 at a time, we have to leave the 2 that he's not eating yet in the oven to keep warm, but with the oven off, because if you have the oven on, they'll get too brown. But if we ever leave them out like on the kitchen counter and give them to him 10 minutes later, he won't tell us they're too cold. Well, he will, but he'll do it after he's grabbed them and just scrunched them up in his hand and put them on. So scrunch them up in a ball, put them down, cold, and then we'll have to go and do him some more from fresh. So he is very particular about how he has his waffles. So yeah, they're not right if they're done in the toaster. Anna's laughing away in the background because it is mad, but it's really what he does. Cold.
I wouldn't take the faff from you, but I do from him.
Well, you have to take it from him. What's our alternative? Say to him, we go hungry then. And then, if you've been around for the last couple of years, you'll know that we're not yet anywhere near the point where we can say to him, we'll go hungry then, because he will. He did. So we have to, if we have to be a little bit, we have to pander to his quirkiness and his fussiness to make him eat, then we don't mind doing it. Yeah, oh yeah, it's toast. If the toast is even slightly brown, he'll just throw it in the bin and say, white toast. He wants white toast. If he asks Anna for toast, it's no problem at all. If he asks and I go and make it for him, he'll confirm with me about 4 times, white toast, Daddy. White toast, Daddy, because he knows I like mine. Most people would look at my toast and say it was burnt. I like mine to be toasted. So he doesn't really like how I make toast, so he will tell me over and over again that he wants it white, and then I'll give it to him and he'll throw it in the bin and get Anna to do it. So I don't make him toast anymore because I don't have a way to spread butter onto what he calls toast, because if I try and put cold butter on soft bread, I'm just tearing that bread up, and then he won't eat it either. If the bread's torn, whoa, not a chance. So I don't know how Anna manages to spread butter onto warm, soft bread. He just likes warm, soft things, basically. Anna says I have to do it from this angle to finish. Can you see up my nose? Hold on, let's put you at a more sensible angle to finish off. If I have a heart attack midway through this clip, it's Anna's fault, because even though she knows I have high blood pressure, I just walked through, I came to the bottom of the stairs and she leapt out at me and went boo, and I screamed like a girl. I can feel my heart going for thump, thump, thump in my chest. So hopefully I won't die.
Oh, God.
She's a monster. So, last couple of questions. Chelsea O asks, what will happen to Andy when he turns into an adult? Where will he go? It'll be completely up to him. We'll let him decide that when the time comes. He's just wandered downstairs now, because clearly he's got to check something on his laptop. He's been upstairs for the last hour or so. Oh, you're charging your iPad? There you go. He's been upstairs for as long as it took his iPad to run down. And now he wants to go to bed. Well, if his iPad's out of charge, he doesn't want to be down here with us. He's upstairs, is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he doesn't break them anymore.
He's back upstairs.
I've told him repeatedly he's not allowed to.
Yeah, you have to close it and take it upstairs.
Well, that's it. We're never going to see him again now. If he's allowed his iPad in his room, his laptop in his room, he has no reason to come downstairs at all now. Tommy Murphy asks, just curious, do Amy and Lucy have any traits of autism? No, we all did. Remember I did the autism test video like a year and a half ago now? I'll try and remember to link to it. I was the only one of the 4 of us who took the test who showed any traits. The rest of them, no. Pomg says, Kev, could you do a video on Andy's curriculum / educational outcome for the academic year? I found it interesting working in SEN schools. We are going to do a video on that kind of thing at some point. School for Andy is going to be very different this year. He's moved into his school's equivalent of sixth form. They call it academy, I think, which he's going to be in for the next 4 years now. So he's moved out of the classes he was in.
2 years, because it's Academy 2 as well.
Yeah, but he's in academy for 4 years.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So, yeah, and the academy is different from the rest of the school in that it's much more focused around life skills and preparing him for independent living when he's older. So they've got a kitchen setup that they practice in. They practice doing stuff like making beds, going to the shops, making toast. So it's not really so much about educational outcomes for him anymore. We've talked before about how it's not anybody's priority to get him through exams. If he decides to do them at some point in his future, that's fine. But the priority now for his final 4 years of school is to get him to the point where he can make those kind of decisions. So really focus on independent living. The goal for everyone is that at the end of that, he's able to go and live as independent a life as he possibly can. We don't, as much as we're never just going to kick him out and tell him he's on his own, at the same time, we don't want to get to the point where he's living with us when he's 40 and then we die and he's completely stuck. We want him to be able to kind of thrive on his own. So the next 4 years is going to be super important at school, and hopefully will lead to things like him being able to make his own toast, make his own waffles and that kind of thing, which will be awesome. Jacob just said well done to Lucy. She's going to make a great nurse once she's completed it. Jacob was one of many people sending congratulations and positive words to Lucy, so thank you very much. She does read them all, she does appreciate them, so thank you very much. Maddie said this was in response to us ordering a curry the other night because we didn't have time to make jacket potatoes. Maddie was one of many people who said microwave your jacket potatoes first, then put them in the oven to crisp up, it's much quicker. I know, but I wanted a curry. So,
Kevin!
that would have been an option. We could have probably had dinner ready in half an hour. It was jacket potatoes and cod that took like 10 minutes to cook. So, yeah, we could have microwaved the jacket potatoes.
But you say you don't like them in the microwave.
I don't like them in the microwave. They're not as good. But, yeah, we could have done that, but by that point I wanted a curry. I'd had a stressful day. That was the day we found out about all the stuff that yesterday's video was about, and I was still waiting for replies and wasn't really sure what it meant for our channel, and I was in a little bit of a panic that day, wondering if I might have to go and get a real job again. And then last question is from Olivia, who says, does Lucy want to go into a specific type of nursing, such as child nursing? The last time I spoke to her, she was looking to go into mental health nursing. I don't know if that's still the case. I will try and remember to ask her that very question next time she's on the vlog. But yeah, I think that was the plan last time I spoke to her. But we are going to wrap today's vlog up there. I know it's been a little bit of a weird mishmash of different things and not very much going on, but I did warn you of that at the start. So if you made it to the end thinking this was just Kev in his living room all day, I'm a little disappointed. Well, you were warned. And tomorrow is going to be different because I was expecting to do 2 days of this, but apparently we're now going to Cambridge, so we've got that to look forward to tomorrow. I better charge some camera batteries. But if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs, and thank you very much for watching.